So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to turn a file cabinet into this amazing planter. So we've had these planters for a few years now, and as you can see, they are holding up beautifully. So I recently got some free file cabinets and I cannot wait to flip these into planters. Hey y'all, hey, my name is Taquisha. This is our Freedom Song, and I am so happy that you're here. So as you can see from all the drips on my glasses, it is sprinkling today, which is the perfect day to paint, right? I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to show you exactly what I use. It's so simple. I know many of you, after you saw these file cabinet planters and saw how great they were holding up and how easy they were to do, you set out and you did it on your own as well. And I'm so happy for you. For those of you who want to know step by step how we're going to get this look, I'm going to show you. It is super simple. In addition to the file cabinets in the front of our house, we also have some in our container garden as well. This one is growing some peppers and it looks really good. None of the paint has chipped off. It's in really great condition. We do have some peppers on here. It just seems like with this cooler weather, everything is trying to give another flush of fruit, which I'm so happy about. So I was so excited to see all of our pepper flowers blooming. It makes my heart so happy, and we have several more days of rain, and so I'm thinking that we are going to get another really great harvest from our peppers. Speaking of peppers, I'm actually right now making our very first batch of hot sauce. I don't know whether to call it pepper sauce or hot sauce. We'll see. We'll see how hot it is, and then I'll give it a name. But I'm so excited about it because so many of you mentioned that you make hot sauce, and when you told me how you did it, I was like, that's super simple. And so right now I have the peppers in a pot on the stove. I added some salt and some garlic, and I'm going to let that boil down, and then I'm going to puree it in our blender, and then I'm going to add some vinegar and pour it in our bottles. And so I will definitely keep you posted by the end of this video with the flavor, how things turned out, and so definitely keep watching for that. Okay, so this file cabinet planter right here is the only file cabinet planter that we have out here that has any sign of wear and tear. And I think it was just the condition of the actual file cabinet. It wasn't smooth. It did have a lot of crumbling pieces on it. But to say that it's been here, this hasn't been here as long as the ones in the front. You know, it does have some holes, but those were already there. So this one is definitely the most beat up out of all the ones. Nothing else shows any type of wear and tear like this one right here. Nevertheless, it's still producing food for our family, and so I will probably end up giving this a good touch up because the paint that I use is rust stop, and so this just looks like it needs a nice sanding and a fresh coat of paint. And we actually do have one more file cabinet planter in the garden. And it is back here in the cut. And as you can see, it's holding up really beautifully as well. No issues at all with any of the paint peeling or anything like that. It's just looking really well. Because we do have about 5 or 6 of those file cabinets that were given to us, I'm thinking that I could actually line this whole back fence with file cabinet planters instead of building a box to go along the back of this fence. I think that that is going to be the perfect solution for this space. Now let me show you the file cabinets. Get a little snack on the way. These are so yummy. I actually did add these little peppers. Although they aren't spicy, they have like the best flavor. They have such a yummy flavor, and so I'm really looking forward to the flavor of that hot sauce. Okay, so here are the file cabinets that I've been hoarding. Today I'm going to work on that small one. I think it's going to be super cute. I'm so excited about it. And we do have 5 more to use in our garden space, which makes me really, really excited because I've had such great success so far with file cabinet planters, and they look good. Like, they just look like an expensive pot or planter when really they're, for us, they've been really inexpensive or free. The only thing we've had to really purchase is the paint, and so I would say that that is a win for sure. So this one has like some tape on it, so I'll probably try to get that off. So I am not actually going to be using any kind of primer. I got the flat paint instead. Let me show you the type of paint that I'm going to be using. Oh my goodness, I'm totally distracted, but look at that beautiful hibiscus flower. So beautiful. Oh yes, she is a beauty for sure. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous. I've actually been harvesting these and drying them and using them for tea. This one's beautiful. So here's the paint that I'm going to be using. I absolutely love this paint. I use the spray paint version of this on our tea post, and I love this can of paint for our file cabinet planters. It's just so nice, and it has not let me down yet. Yeah, right here is good. And so what we're gonna do is we're just taking the drawers out. Crazy thing about these file cabinets that you find from different places, all the ones we've had people's personal information in, which is crazy. But yeah, so all we do is take out the drawer. You can go ahead and take that drawer out. Sometimes it's an interesting thing to get the drawer out. I forgot what it was the last time. It was something. Maybe put it on his back. Man, that has a bunch of junk in it. Wait, put it back up. I mean, put it back like this way. Seems like somebody was living out of these drawers. First, we check to make sure there's no treasure before we throw it all away. That looks like that might be treasure. What else is in here?
Got deodorant in there?
Yep, somebody got some deodorant, little cable car, magnet, whatever this is. Doesn't look like there's any oh wait, just when I thought there wasn't any treasure for me, here is a turtle. Looks like a bottle opener. Now this is cute. I will keep this. I don't think I would keep anything else though. Yep, I think all the rest of it's trash.
It's very
yes. So these actually have flaps in the inside that you have to push back in or out to get the drawer out. Okay, cool. And then there's one last piece in there. So this is what we're left with, and as you can see, this file cabinet actually has a hole at the bottom. And so what we did with the other ones that had holes is we just placed a piece of wood over that. But this is what we have without the doors or the drawers. This will actually be my first small file cabinet planter. I've not ran into one of these or got my hands on one of these before, but it's super cute. This is about how tall it is. about shin height. So that would make a really, really cute planter. You could use it anywhere, really. This is what we have. Well, that was satisfying. Okay, so since I am not going to prime this, I am going to hit it with this sander just to kind of sand everything down, not take too much time, just hit it with it, you know. Okay, so now that this is sanded enough, I am going to go ahead inside. I'm going to check on the peppers real quick, and then I'm going to grab a rag to wipe it all down to get it nice and clean, and then dry it, and then it's going to be ready for paint. So the peppers are starting to get soft. I think I'm going to boil them probably for about 10 more minutes.
That's your long side.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You made quick work of that. That's my long side. Perfect. Perfect fit. Okay, so I have my file cabinet propped up here, and before I paint, I'm actually going to put some drainage holes in the top, which would really be the bottom. I'm going to put probably 4 rows of 3. I just want to make sure I have plenty of drainage for the bottom of our planter box. This is the drill bit I'm going to be using, which I think is so cool. It's like a step. So if you just wanted to do, wait, let me turn around this way. If you just wanted to do a 4th, you would just stop there, 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, or a half. I'm going all the way through to a half, so we can have nice big holes. Getting there.
What you got?
It's hard to do. Should I put it down on the ground?
What's
So I'm
up?
not so push this through.
Because you're.
Because do I have it just too tall?
Well, how many you got?
I was just going all the way through.
It might be I like this thing.
Okay.
Because there's no quick way to do it. Just pushing it really doesn't.
Okay.
But just let the Let me
I was
start.
pushing.
I started. You were going all the way down?
That's pretty
Is that
good.
going to be wide enough? That's what you're
Because
doing? Because I got another bit that's wider.
the wider one. I would do the wider one. I mean, that's fine, but I would have to do more holes. Or if I did a wider one, I could do less holes.
Okay.
Yeah. Put holes in the bottom of this because I'm making a planter from this file cabinet. So if it's flipped upside down in the water, it needs somewhere to come out. So it's not just sitting in there. Yeah. Then I'm gonna paint it. So Thomas said that he has a drill bit that's actually bigger. So I'm going to see how that one goes. Because I think bigger is better. And bigger means I have to drill less holes.
You already know, but be careful around them. It's sharp. Could be sharp. All right. I'm gonna just see the new one where you wanted to see
Right
how much you need. Also, don't really matter.
Wow, yeah, I like that drill bit. This was a drill bit. I like this drill bit better.
This we call it a step bit.
I like that step bit. That's powerful. Okay, so now that we have all the holes that one could want to have at the bottom of our planter, it is time for paint. So I did flip it the right way because we don't need to paint the bottom. That's just going on the ground. So I'm not going to waste any paint painting the bottom. The Dollar Tree has these little sets, which is so nice because those little rollers can be expensive, but this is perfect for small projects. Okay, so this is what our peppers are looking like, starting to look a little translucent like. I'm gonna put this right into the blender. Okay, so Thomas came out and he screwed on this wooden piece. Oh my goodness. I just love that. Even though it's just like one side, I just absolutely love it. I love it. I debated painting it, but I'm just gonna leave it. I think it's fine just like that. So this is what we have. The only thing left to do is to fill it with some soil. Can you even believe how simple it was to transform this file cabinet into a planter box? Like, so simple. So I'm actually going to put it right here on our step in the front. So we were just throwing some extra weeds in there, as well as some of our dead plants that just needed to be pruned. And so we're just throwing that down at the bottom. And now we're gonna go ahead and put some soil on top of that. And then I have this beautiful fern on the front porch that needs to be up potted, as you can see. And so I'm going to plant that in there, but leave some room on the sides and throw in some kale seeds, because I feel like that would be a good mix. Have this there while it's still alive, and then plant some kale that will grow and produce food for our family. But it's still really beautiful. Man, that is so many worms. Wow. That's a wonderful sign. Some nice rich soil right there. You can see this fern is definitely root bound, and so it's going to be very happy to have some more space. So I stuck this fern in there. There it is. And we're just going to fill all around it with soil. So this is where we are pulling our extra soil from. Whenever we got the truckload of soil, we dumped it all here and just used this space to pull from. And so the worms are really, really happy with the soil. Okay, so while she's finishing up, I have to tell you guys about the hot sauce. So the flavor was so good. Honestly, it was so flavorful, having so many different varieties of peppers. And then I had that brine that was already just in a container. I'm so happy that I was able to reuse that brine, because it was perfect to add to the hot sauce. And so I know I posted about our quick sweet and spicy pickled peppers, and so that is what I use. I use the brine from that recipe. Love it. Oh my goodness. And so I would definitely call it a sweet and spicy hot sauce. So delicious, and I'm so very happy with it. My son is actually the only one who eats hot sauce every single day. Every single day. He absolutely loves hot sauce. And so I had him tasting every bit. So I would add more salt, add more brine, add a little bit of sweetener that I showed you guys with the pure stevia sweetener. It's so good. It's a staple in our home. And so I would just add a little bit at a time, and then have him taste it, because he is the master taster of the hot sauce for sure. And so we finally got to a place where he approved, and so I love it. It would be so good as also like a buffalo sauce, and all I would need to do is just add some butter and then obviously pour over some wings, and it would be like so good. But I'm so happy with the hot sauce. No grubs. No grubs welcomed. That is a big fat old grub right there. It's so fat. It doesn't get to good job. It doesn't get to come in.
Not invited to the one party.
No. Only worms allowed. Wait. There's lots of grubs down there. I saw them. There's like two. I saw like
rocks. See? Rocks.
Oh, rocks.
Yeah.
Okay. So it seems like you only need a little bit more. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Like, this excites me so much. I cannot even explain it. But you know. So I am actually going to sew some of these collards in the rest of the box instead of kale, because I think it would be beautiful to have some collards right there. So I'm just going to sprinkle some collard seeds. Okay, that's it. Okay, y'all, that's it. That's what we have. We have this beautiful planter box that was made from a file cabinet. Can you even believe it? It's so beautiful. I absolutely love it. I love the side of it with our piece of wood on the side. It works, and it only costs barely anything because I barely used any paint. And so that is so nice. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this planter. So definitely leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for joining me in the garden today. Until next time, my friends.